Hello everyone. Today myself Dr. Deepa Ramani from Srinagar College of Science is going to deliver you a lecture on mobile communication. You all are using everyday mobiles. So let's see how that technology works. In this lecture, we are going to cover basic concepts, cellular structure, frequency use concept and handoff concept of mobile communication. You all are using telephony system since last few decades. Cellular system was first developed in 1945 in St. Louis. Today's communication is advanced wireless technology useful for very long distance communication. See, this is your first mobile telephone system where there is only one tower of very high power controlling very few devices and that too in a limited area. This tower is through wire connected to public switching telephony network, which was proven technology. There are basically three core principles of mobile communication. First one is cellular concept, second one is frequency reuse concept, and third one is your handoff technique. So we'll see one by one. Let us see first of all cellular concept. The core idea of this today's system is your cellular concept. The cellular concept you can see in this particular diagram that your big area is divided into different regions and each region is called cell. Each cell has got one tower which controls all the devices present in his particular area. So these two mobiles will be controlled or will be provided all the services by this particular tower. This two will be providing service by this particular tower and so on. So this is how basically your all big area is divided into small regions called as cell. You can see in this particular pictures that your India is divided into equal cells. Now the question arises, what should be shape of your cell? It can be circular or it can be triangular, it can be square, rectangular, anything. First they have tried with circular. Here you can see when I have circular shape. See, these are your circular shaped cells. In this particular cell, you can observe that when the cells are joined together, here there is a hole created, and in this particular hole there will not be any tower which is going to control the devices or which is going to provide the services to the mobiles which are present in this holes. So if your mobile is in this particular region, he will not get any network coverage or it's not possible for you to give any message or any call to that particular mobile and vice versa. So universally accepted, this is the hexagon structure of your cellular system. Now let us see second technology, which is called as frequency reuse concept. In this particular frequency reuse concept, your total spectrum is allocated to your service provider is broken into small frequency bands, and each particular frequency band is given to a one particular cell. So if you are in one particular cell, then cell assign you frequency spectrum which is allocated to that particular cell itself. Then you can see in this particular picture the frequency spectrum can be repeated for different cells, but there is only one condition, that two particular cells they should be large or there should be enough distance between two cells which are using same frequency band, so that there should not be any interference. Here you can notice that if this particular color is using one, or this particular cell is using one particular frequency spectrum, the nearby cells cannot use same frequency spectrum. Same frequency spectrum is allowed by another cell which is separated by enough distance from it. So here you can see all the hexagonal cell structure and its color. The color represents the cells which are using same frequency bands. You will see that no two neighboring cells have same colors. That means no two neighboring cells will be using same frequency spectrum. The spectrum can be repeated to another cell which is separated by that particular cell by some particular distance, and the distance should be such that there should not be any interference. This is the important concept useful when you are talking about handoff concept. As previously shown, there is one particular tower. This particular tower is called as MTSO, or mobile telephony switching office. This particular tower is providing services to all the mobiles present in this particular area. If your mobile is closer to this tower, you will get maximum strength, and as you move away from this tower, your strength goes on decreasing. So here, if mobile are in this particular region, then the signal strength received will be maximum, while if you move out of the cell, the signal strength will be weak. This is the phenomena useful for your handoff technique. Now let's see basically what this handoff technique is. You know that when I say mobile phone, the mobility feature is associated with it. The network, see, in case of mobility, there is no problem when users move within the particular cell, because all the services will be provided by one particular MTSO tower. But problem arises when you are moving from one cell to another cell. See this particular example. When my car is in this particular zone, it will be provided all the services by this particular tower. Now when this particular man is moving from this area to another area or another cell, now he has to be given all the services by this particular tower. So truly speaking, what should happen is that the steps for this are, this particular tower should come to know that this particular man has moved from my zone, and this particular tower should identify that this particular man mobile is in now my zone, and I have to provide all the services to this particular fellow. This is your pictorial form where this particular tower is radiating something continuously. When your mobile is in this particular region, it will receive the signal. The signal strength will be noted down. If this particular signal strength is up to some threshold limit level, then this particular station will give all the services to this particular mobile, saying that now you are in my zone. But when it moves away, in that case, no services will be provided to this particular mobile by BS1, but now he is entering or going near to BS2. So BS2 will receive the signals from this mobile and will provide all the facilities or controls to this particular mobile. This is what is happening in your handoff technique. One particular mobile station is using the control over mobile, while when this enter from this particular zone to this particular zone, another mobile station take hold of this particular mobile. So this is how we have understood three basic concepts. Now let's see within 1 minute how cellular network take place. Basically, what is meaning of cellular network? We have seen that how if mobile is moving from this particular zone to this particular zone, there is a handoff technique. But there is no only two cells, there is a cluster of cells. Now in case of this cluster of cells, each cluster cell will have some mobile switching center. Each mobile switching center, they are connected to the public telephone network. So here you can observe that each cell MTSO is connected to mobile switching center, and this particular mobile switching center, all mobile switching centers rather, are connected to your public telephone network. So basically your call, if I am here, the call goes to the tower, then from this tower call will go to my mobile switching center. From this mobile switching center it will be given to public telephone network. If the person to whom I am calling is in this particular cell, then this particular telephone network will transfer that call to this particular mobile switching center, and this mobile switching center will transfer this call to this particular cell. This is how basically your mobile cellular network operates. And for this operation we require intra-cell call handoff steps. So these steps are all base stations, they are continuously monitoring the signal strength on all voice channels in order to pinpoint users who are moving into their coverage area. When the signal gets weak enough at the first base station and strong enough at the second base station, the base station sends a signal to the MSC. The MSC determines the new frequency in the new cell that user should switch to. So this is the job of MSC, to provide new carrier frequency and the modulation technique. So this is about your mobile basics of mobile communication. In next lecture we'll see in depth how your GSM architecture works. Thank you. If you have any queries, you can mail me. Thanks a lot.